Welcome back to Truth Lounge TV. We got a good show for y'all today. Of course, it's me, Pierre.
Kelly? Oh, shit.
Oh, TY, your boy TY.
And we got two beautiful women with us. Miss Kelly's promoting her podcast, and we got another guest, Patrice. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Let's open up the show. Kelly?
My name is Kelly. I have a podcast that I've started. It's called UPS. We deliver, but not that UPS. It's a unique perspective on singles. So me and my co-host, Sissy Brown, both got engaged at the age of 58. Ooh, Lord. 48. Got engaged at the age of 48. And we don't find many women at our age getting engaged. We just want to figure out why. So we like to open up and talk to guys that are close to our age to kind of find out where the gap is, so we can fill in the blanks for a lot of single women, which one of my best friends is single, so we like to talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the single friend.
And for the life of me, we never can figure out why. We could see if maybe she wasn't easy on the eyes. Clearly she is. She does very well for herself. No baby daddy drama.
Because I don't have any kids.
Right. College educated. Own everything. So we just can't figure, and it's not an anomaly. I have several friends with all those same characteristics. So we're just trying to really figure out, especially with our black men, we're just trying to figure out where the disconnect is. So that's kind of where we are.
Well, he ready.
Yeah.
Well, it go back what me and P kind of say. The disconnect goes. I'm not sure if it's with the expectations, because a lot of black men, a lot of us don't fit the criteria. A lot of us are behind, and as P always mentioned, women are some of the top money makers in America now, where so the roles are reversed. It was used to be what a man was, and now a lot of men aren't making a lot of money, because a lot of, you always say, a lot of the guys who used to make the money was the drug dealers.
The dope dealers, yeah.
And that shit dead.
Yeah.
The game is dead. So
Can I get my
the criteria
right there.
Man of whatever they wanted, I don't think the typical guy can, especially if a guy got a basic salary of between 50,000 to 80,000. If she was dating a guy who probably blowing that shit in a week or so, you listen to I listen to one of my favorite rappers, Jeezy, and them. You listen to them dudes, they talk about they just spend 30,000 going out to the club. I know dudes right now go to the club and at least buy 4-5 bottles, and I know that's damn near a stack or more. So
and I think, but that's maybe at 39.
Okay.
And 40.
But not at 40.
At this big age.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's
no,
what, I think
because
that's
we
what it
know.
changes, because y'all as women, y'all are always elevating and always going up.
Right.
Where most men, when they go up, and then they just get stagnant for a while.
But too, what I have figured out, and I can truly say this about my fiance, I feel like he was okay where he was. And then once we started dating and getting together, and I kind of put him up on, he was he's from Detroit, he was always a hustler.
Right.
But we talked about different ways to hustle. Mm-hmm. So this is what I feel like we both need several streams of income. I have a few streams of income, because in this society, one stream of income ain't enough. So even if you making 50,000 at your job, that ain't got to be all the income we bringing in. I'm cool, because if you got a steady job, and you've been on your job like you've been on his job 10 years.
Right.
So we can do something with that, because I'm going to be an entrepreneur. That's my goal in life, is to be the entrepreneur. And when we first started dating, he was like, okay, so you want to just be the entrepreneur. I'm going to be the stable income, because he's never had that. So he's never leaving that stable income. Now, we're going to hustle as well.
Right.
But I think with the right person in your corner, the guys that used to be the drug dealers, and that's how they used to get money, if you show them how to hustle and still get that same kind of money, but a different kind of hustle, I think they'd be with it.
Well, most of them are good businessmen.
Anyway, they real good with numbers.
Yeah.
They real good with numbers. So if you show them a different way of how to get money, especially with you in their corner, pushing them, showing, hey, I'm gonna support you in everything you do. Whatever you might want to sell T-shirts. You might want to sell gym shoes. You might want to sell books. I don't know, whatever it is, you know,
Right.
whatever your hustle is. I'm gonna show you how to get it, and we gonna make it do what it do together.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
So how long have you and your husband been together?
3 years.
3 years, and worked your way to marriage.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I don't think marriage was his end goal. It was mine.
But she was up front.
I was very upfront. When we
Like
first
in the
started
beginning,
dating.
like y'all
In the
first started
beginning.
dating, you told me,
In
hey,
the
this is what I'm looking for.
My end goal is
Okay.
because his previous relationship was 12 years.
Was he ever married?
No,
Okay.
my previous relationship was almost 7 years.
And you never was married?
Neither one of us. Both of us were right there at it, but we just never crossed the finish line. So I knew that whoever I dated the next time, and when we decided to get serious, I said, marriage is my goal. He was like, marriage is not my goal, but marriage is my goal. So you want us to continue this? Marriage is my goal. And he was like, okay. He was like, I ain't gonna, shoot it down,
Right.
but let's just see where we get to from here. And we, continued to date, and we both decided that we couldn't get married without living together. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but we both decided
You say you have to
We
live
have to,
together? Oh yeah, that's
absolutely.
priority. That's priority.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't. Like I have a cousin, my cousin that's marrying us,
Right.
did not agree
Okay.
with us living together. 'Cause he was
Okay.
like, you're giving him everything without having him make that commitment. And I'm like, this is 2023. Not 2000, or even the 2019-95.
Yeah.
We got to see how, at this big age, I want to see how you pay bills. I want to see how, if things get tight, like how we gonna make it. Like I need to know all those things. How you save money. Are you one of those people that constantly pay everything late? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a shut off notice is coming to the house. Like all that's important. Before you commit to, it's hard. From what I've seen, it's easy to get into the marriage. It's hard to get out of it. So
That's true. That's true. I mean, you can try that when you're young.
yeah, but
You got
time. Not at almost 50. No, and I'm older than him.
Everything
So
counted there.
absolutely,
Okay.
I don't have no more time. I don't got 5 years to give nobody, and I feel like in 2 years,
You should know if you want to or not.
really in one. But I'm gonna give you that second one to grow
I
on.
don't know. 1 year, shit. I was like, that 2 year work. That 1 year, it's still
Yeah, no,
like-
I don't think that 1 year things were we still in the newlywed phase
Yeah.
in that 1 year, that first year.
So
He
y'all
still ain't
dated-
seen
so
everything.
y'all dated for 1
We
year?
dated for 1 year, and then going into that second year, we moved in together.
Okay.
So that first year, we both had our own places.
Okay.
So we would stay back and forth. We stayed together a lot,
Right,
at least 6
right.
nights out the week.
Yeah.
And then we decided, he found the house and was like, hey, what you think about this? And I was like, yes. And then we came together. It was like this. And when we first got together, before we moved into the house, he came to the table. He was like, this is my W-2. This is right. This is my bank statement. This is my check stub. This is what I got to bring to the table.
Okay. See, I'm happy you said that because I asked my neighbor. He's a good guy. He's been married to the same woman for 20-some years. They've been together for 30-some years. They got 2 kids together. So I asked him, I see how they live. They live in a pretty nice, So I say, when you got with your girl or whatever, how did you construct your relationship? He kind of said that's what he did. He told her like, hey, this is what I can provide.
That's exactly
This is what
right.
I can do. But if we want to move further and have better, I will need your help. But
Correct.
if you're cool with us being here,
Right.
this is what I can do. And I
Right.
think us as men, that part hard because it's always like, I gotta.
I had never had anybody.
Yeah, that's-
like
that's
I said,
tough.
the man I lived with for 6 years, I never saw his bank statement. I never saw his W-2. I never saw his check stub. Like, we did everything together, but he never was that transparent. And I think the transparency makes all the difference in the world because for me, he set the expectation. He was like, you really like to do nice things. You have nice things, but I don't want us going into it and you thinking I can afford to, buy you
Get those
Louis
things,
and Gucci
yeah.
and
Okay.
all that. Now we can work together and get you there,
Right.
but I can't afford to get. He's like, I'm a working man. I'm a working regular man. I go to work every day. I get a regular paycheck. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So I respected that. I called her like, hey man, yeah.
Well, see, that's an anomaly though for a lot of
I know that. I know that.
well-to-do black women.
Yeah.
They all have high expectations, and if you can't live up to them,
What tell me.
Well, I won't say expectation. Women want sponsors instead of men. And I'm gonna say the average woman, because like I said, you're an anomaly. A lot of men are meeting in our age group, meeting women that are saying, okay, well, I respect where you're at, and that we can go here together. They like, I need you to lead and get me where I want to go to.
But I think too, and I won't say, and I guess for me in the dating area, what I was looking for wasn't necessary. I mean, because prior to that, I was dating a dude that had a lot of money, but he was an asshole. So I knew for a fact, and what I had come to realize is most men with a lot of money are assholes because they can be.
Yeah.
They don't have to be anything else. So for me, if I want a deal, I don't want you to be no asshole. I want you can make less money and I work with the money that you got and you still treat me how I want to be treated. I still receive everything from the relationship that I'm trying to get out of it. I have a lot of girlfriends, and like I said, especially for Patrice, I think she gets misjudged because a lot of men assume that she's like that.
I think that's a true statement about a lot of women.
Yeah, but they don't. They assume that you gotta make $1 million, or they assume that she expects you to bring all this to the table. Now, do she like nice things? Absolutely, but that doesn't say. I really think, and I have tried. That's another reason why we were doing the podcast, because I want to expose that for not just, like I said, I have a lot of homegirls that fit in this criteria, and I don't think that they're being seen the right way. And I want to make sure that they are seen the right way. Because men, like you said, a lot of women that you've run into, but I got some good homegirls. You know what I'm saying? I got some really, really good.
He is itching over there. He is itching.
So, I mean, I don't see, like I said, not just her, my girlfriend Rochelle, her bestie. Like, I don't know how she could be single with everything she brings to the table. You know what I mean? So we want to see what the disconnect is.
So that's pretty much what y'all show is about, just
we're trying to bridge the gap.
We're
trying to bridge the gap. Where the disconnect between, and I don't really want to say, because we
Are men intimidated by you?
I've heard that.
So what is it like? Okay, so when a man is trying to deal with you, and he like, what is it that keep him from moving
What
forward?
do you think it is?
Yeah,
That's intimidating.
I don't know.
What-
I know what it is, but
I'm
I
being
don't.
so honest.
Okay.
You know what
So
it
you
is?
deal with men on different levels.
When I tell you every level,
Okay, so
every level.
what happened?
Well, one guy, he was boring. He made a lot of money and we did a lot of nice things, but he did not have good conversation. And I like to laugh. I'm really goofy. So all he could do was be a provider. But I needed more than him just being a provider.
Shit, see, it's so funny you say that, because I was just telling somebody, that's the funny thing about life. When I was telling somebody, you can find that one person that can do that, but then they may not have that quality, like what you say, the conversation and the camaraderie to make you, it's like, yeah, I got this. And that's what makes this shit so weird, and I think that's the yin and yang effect.
That's the 80-20.
And
we were just talking about that on the way over here. The 80-20 is very
real.
important.
Yeah.
That 20% may not be a big deal. Like, she was talking about how her ex washed her car. Because I was like, when she got in the car, she was like, my car nasty. I said, because for whatever reason, my fiance do not think about washing my car. That's not something that it just never crosses his mind. Like, he don't think, let me jump in her car and go. That's not something. But that's part of the 80-20. That's not a deal breaker for me, because I'm a huge car washer. Like, I'm going to wash my car once a week. That's normally what I do.
Okay.
And I don't want to deal with the car.
Yeah. So it's all about, but he do so many other things that it's not enough for me to be like, I'm not going to constantly be harping on him about wash my car, wash my car, because it's so many other things that he does that I'm like, well, I guess you can't be perfect.
The 20% cannot be your non-negotiable.
Can't be deal breakers. And I think if you know what your 20%, do you know what your 20% is?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Like, I know what my 20%, like, you gotta be able to go when I go. Like, I'm very social. I have a lot of social gatherings I go to. You got to be able to do that.
So you gotta be.
Yeah, like we going here.
Active.
I feel you. Some people don't like that shit.
Yeah,
because
That's terrible.
I'm not in a relationship to always appear single.
Yeah.
So you're not going to send me all these places by myself.
Yes, and I have a lot. Like I said, I got a lot of friends.
We're social
I got
butterflies.
I got a lot of social gatherings that I attend.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are involved in a lot of different different events, and I'm expected to go. So I need you to be and show up and show out. Like that's part of. I mean, and I said that on the front end. Like,
Yep.
can you?
We do a lot.
We do, and
Yeah,
can you
I see
show
it.
up and and he does. He ain't never let me down yet. So if I say, hey, we going to a sneaker bar, he gon' pull out. He a sneaker here like me. He gonna pull out. He gonna do this. He gonna do that. So it's one of those things. So you start to at this big age. Well, I can't worry about the car washing, but if I say, hey, I got something for us to do, he gonna be like, what's
It's
time?
sacrifices.
I got that on both ends.
Okay.
Because he's not a social butterfly. We gonna get to the sneaker bar and he gonna be sitting right there. If I say get up and dance, he'll do that. If I say get up and take pictures, he gonna do that. But as far as mingling around, he gonna sit right there with his glasses on and chill and let me do me.
But he's there.
But he's there
Support.
every time.
Mm.
Every time. That's a non-negotiable for me.
So you support, provider. What else? Well, hold on. You already got it, man.
Yeah.
We trying to find, we're all trying to find what's the issue. Why
Yeah, we
good
always ask
men
that question.
and good women can't find each
Can't
other.
find each other.
Or we always get into bad situations with the wrong people.
Correct.
Lack of communication. And they're not sure of themselves. You'll be surprised. A lot of men do not have the confidence. You'll be
I
surprised.
wouldn't be surprised.
Well, be surprised. Be surprised when I tell you this. I can be out and someone sees me and then they send me a message in my inbox and say, hey, did I just see you at XYZ? And it's kind of like, well, why didn't you come up to me and introduce yourself?
You know how many places we've been and I have to go talk to somebody for her?
What?
Because they won't approach her and she's shy. She's super shy. So if I say, she's very shy.
And people don't believe it.
And they don't believe that. So I'm like, she'll be like, oh, he's cute. I'm like, hold on. Let me go. I almost got in trouble the last time. Because mine is like, what is she over there doing? But I'm like, I'm trying to look Right. That's exactly right. He was like, what you over there doing? Because I'm at the bar. I'm politicking and I'm doing my thing. And I'm like,
I just don't understand why I've been told I don't look approachable. And I'm
Correct.
trying to figure out.
And when you first, but this is a good segue. When you saw her at the first podcast, did she look like somebody you could approach?
Yeah.
So, but that's your confidence level, obviously.
Well,
And I felt the same too. When
You thought that she was approachable too?
Yeah,
Okay.
She had a smile on her face.
Yeah,
And
but
maybe because
see-
he was in the room when we was at, it was. But I feel you like I'm always got a smile on some.
We
so
got that from
people-
your personality,
yeah.
from
people
that
like
first
I'm
day,
very
yeah.
approachable, and I'm like I'm social.
Right.
That's me. So I get that part, but. Yeah, some women, like I said, that's why I said intimidating, because some women can have a look on their face like they don't want to be bothered.
Right.
But I didn't have that look when you first met me.
No. But I'm just saying, say, like what she was just saying, like
Yeah.
somebody see you or you say he inbox you, he may be like,
That
oh,
happened, y'all. That has happened to me several times.
yeah, I think more people.
but these
I
are
think-
people that know you.
No.
Well, so
Well,
if
yeah,
I have I have a following on, social media. So sometimes I let people be my friends if we have a lot of mutual friends. And then, so they hit my inbox. So I may not know them, but they see me and recognize me.
like Christians, like the dude just did outside.
And I was like, I don't know him. Sorry.
Right.
If he would have said his name
Yeah.
and how,
Yeah.
but I didn't recognize him.
That's understandable. So when we recorded at your first show, one of the things and what you was just talking about, the guy said that he had saw masculinity in her.
He did say
Yeah,
that.
he did say that.
But then once he said he don't date black women, never.
I mean, every black woman in there had masculinity, and
Shit.
it's probably from his perspective.
From his perspective,
Yeah.
right?
Because he's
Because
used
we're
to
going to
dating
be
women that's
different.
being submissive.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's not a good word. That's not a good
What's
word.
submissive for him?
What's
Because he-
submissive?
No, I'm saying, he's saying
Or
I mean,
masculinity.
no, he's saying submissive, like black women aren't submissive. I
No,
just
no,
want to
no,
make sure.
no, no.
Okay.
No, no, no.
I'm saying, like,
Not to the
okay.
point like how they. This what
It's a difference in black submissive and white submissive.
Yeah.
when you're dealing with a woman.
Correct. Now that I will agree with.
We can pretty much. I got a homeboy that pretty much.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah, you can't say that to me.
Well,
You
we
can
can
say
go back
sit,
to the room.
or you can say that. You can say sit down.
Yeah.
You can't sit your ass. Say sit your ass
It's been
down.
times where I talk to a woman and it's like, hey, something. She like, oh shit, what that do to you?
Right.
But
It
it's
was
like,
triggering.
yeah, it's like she like, oh shit, you made me sit down.
Right.
Sit down and be smacked. But it's like, oh okay. But then some motherfuckers like, who the hell you talking to?
Like,
And I
everybody
say
has
I'm
their-
yelling, like sit down, but like you sitting.
Everybody
and the girl be
knows.
Like, hey, could you sit down right here? She like, oh.
Everybody knows, like, it's that one. Like, for me, if David say, hey, be cool, player, I know that's my cue.
Right.
I'm doing too much.
Right.
So at that point, that's when I calm down, because I'm knowing he's like, hey, you doing too much. And he ain't got to say, hey, be cool, player. Then I know it's time for me to chill out. That's my cue. I'm doing
It
too
took
much.
y'all some years to get that level of respect.
Yeah, probably after
Understand.
that. After the first year, though, because like I said, he don't have to say a lot
So he was doing great from the beginning.
from day one.
You know why? Because he was himself. He
Oh.
did not give her a representative.
Correct.
And a lot of times we run into people wanting to give us the representative.
That is
That
correct.
nigga been dead. Ain't that what I've been saying on that podcast? I
Look.
was saying on day one podcast. You got to kill him at the door because
Yeah. Don't
The
give
facade.
But you know how hard it is to keep up a facade? Like I tell people all the time, one of the main reasons why I wanted to marry David is because I felt like this is the first time in 45 years
You've been able to be you.
I've been able to be killed. I feel like I've been wearing a mask my entire life. Like,
Trying to live up to everybody else.
everybody's expectations. All my friends were this. I mean, I had a baby at a very early age.
Okay.
So all my friends were this. All my people around me, my parents, everybody. So I always felt like I had to be up here. So that gets very, very tiring. So by the time when I met him, it was like I could be I exhaled. Like I could be me from day one. And he was like, this what I want to see. Like, okay. I know you ain't got your hair done today. You ain't got to do that for me. Boy, you know what I'm saying? And it would just be small things like that. And he has always been, from the very first day that I met him, he's been the exact same person.
That's what's up.
I don't know how people don't get that. Like, he's been the exact same person from the very first day that I met him. And so when I think back over, like, the guy I was with for 6 or 7 years, it was a red flag from day one. But that wasn't his fault, because he was the same person from day one. I just wanted it to be something else. You know, I was at that 36, 37, and all my friends was married, and I'm thinking, I'm supposed to be married. I'm supposed to be this. So I dealt with stuff that there's no reason I should have ever dealt with.
Right.
But you know, they put that label on us, like, what's wrong with you? You don't have no man? Like,
Nothing is wrong with me.
but how many times do you get asked that? Like, when people find out she's single, they be like, something got to be wrong with you.
So let's go into a question. So, I always say, based on what I've been dealing with, and I won't say what I've been dealing with, what I've been seeing, listening, and watching, a lot of women want men that's going to come into their life and make up for the bad choices they made in the past. You may say you don't, but you got to think.
Give me an example.
Here's the example. Your expectations now on men are based off the men that did you bad. Your expectations on men are based off of what the men did that was good, because if they was doing good, you kept. So every expectation you have on a man that's coming into your life now is reared off, I don't want this because I know what this felt like. I don't want this because I know what this felt like. I've been with this dude, he did this dude did this. So I'm looking for somebody that's going to be totally different, getting something different than what I'm used to. But he also got to deal with the trauma that them dudes done cause.
Vice versa.
But I don't think women cause men trauma like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go through some bad situations with some women.
Maybe we can start
But the
with
average
some,
man.
we can start with some mamas.
So your
Right.
mama
Okay,
trauma.
well, now you're going way further.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
that's what.
But
But that's
that's
the
where it
reason.
came from.
But that's
Yes,
because that's where the
absolutely.
trauma stems
And that's
from.
how you view
That's
me.
what you took.
That
You
has a
taking
lot.
us through what we took. You took us through because of what your mama did. So you got PTSD, and I have PTSD, but it's
Yeah.
two totally different situations.
So I want you to make up for everything my mama
Absolutely.
did.
And you won't and we're expecting you to make up for what the men that man
hurt
did,
us.
that
That
hurt
hurt
us. Because let's be clear, if you come from a situation where you did not get a lot of love as a child, you want that love. You can't just come to me and say, you know what, I want you to love me like my mama did. You're not gonna say that because you don't even know that's what it is.
You just know you want a different
You
feeling
just want a different feeling.
than what you had.
No, hey,
I mean, I understand.
And I'm just saying, I know from experiences, somebody I dealt with, things that I was doing, and they like, oh, this is different because they never experienced that. They always had somebody down their throat, and it's the same way with a guy. But the guy dealing with a girl who just always, and then you get a girl who catering to you, like, oh, baby, you got a bump on your back. Let me get that for you instead of
You like
look,
what's wrong, but
look,
what's wrong?
Right.
look,
But you like what's wrong?
yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying the one who's willing to just share, like you said, share their experience with you instead of just trying to just have their experience with themselves and just have you involved, like you said. Like, I'm gonna go here, be together, but I'm by myself. Cause like I say, I know some people right now, and I had to question this relationship. Like, dude, your girl be in Belize, be in Dubai, be all these places by herself. Why is she in these places by herself? He said, man. That's how we do it. I said, bro, you doing this all wrong.
All wrong.
I straight up told you.
She over there with somebody else.
And is. And if she didn't go over there with nobody else,
Not necessarily, but it's gonna get old.
it's gonna
It's gonna get old.
It's gonna start getting old.
Like I said, she's doing it with friends now, but I'm just saying, eventually she'll be like, why am I not experiencing, like you said, why am I not experiencing this with my partner?
With
Like
the
right now,
person
I'm like,
that
hey,
you wanna
I'm gonna
spend-
go to Miami. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I'm just gonna stay home.
But I also gotta say that some things work well for people.
Yeah, everybody.
That just don't work well for me. So maybe that's what worked well for them.
I
You
think
gotta look at that too.
I do. I try. It's hard.
And
though.
most of the time, but
It's hard.
again,
Because it don't work for you.
Yeah.
You want to do yours like that,
Yeah.
but
like everybody, like I'm clingy.
Every time we have conversations with women, I sit back and listen because I'm learning at the same time.
absolutely.
I don't plan on being single for the rest of my life.
I would
And so
hope not.
The more women I meet, we talk about different things that they're expecting, looking for, needing. I'm taking the good information in, and when I meet the right person, I try.
I listen to you. You lump a lot of women together. I mean,
I do, and I apologize for that because I love a lot of people together. Not just women, men too. Because we do some dumb shit, especially in relationships, especially to the people that we say we care about. So I do, and I try my best sometimes to individualize it, but it's so. Social media don't tell us about the good. Social media highlights and promotes the negative. And so, like I always say, this fake beef between black men and black women,
It's fake?
it really don't exist. It's fake.
shit.
Shit.
Listen,
It's not fake because it's promoted and people are following the
Well,
trend.
would you want me to break it down for how it really ain't?
Okay, I'm
So
listening.
what I heard before you go, I heard a girl say, a lot of men hate women. So I'm like, what do you mean by that?
I
You
think
just
so.
broke it down to me. I was like, fuck,
And
that was
and
deep.
and here's the thing. We just talked about this yesterday. We are naturally, and now I want y'all to follow me when we go here. We were bred to be divisive. Naturally. From the time generations ago. If you think about it, we were bred to be divisive because you being the color you are and her being the color she is and you and I being the color, we wouldn't be together. You know, the light skin and the dark skin automatically had beef. Now, we used to joke about it in school, but we grew up being divisive.
Yeah, like
We
I
grew
said,
up being
yeah.
divisive. So
Yeah.
imagine when you
All the girls
were
I dated was
married.
light-skinned.
Yeah, because everybody wanted the light skinned girl. Everybody wanted the brown skinned girls had to fight for that attention. We
And
had to do 10 times more, like how we talk about
And we had to fight y'all.
Black women we have to do twice as much to get half. In our own culture, a brown skinned girl, we had to be twice as smart. But niggas wasn't checking for the brown skinny girl. They wasn't checking for that.
No.
They was checking for the light skinned girl with the long hair. You know why? Because everybody's taught that the light skinned girl is the pretty one. I mean, that's the only thing that you knew.
Extends from slavery.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
But even when we talk about slavery, the reason that the man doesn't like the woman is because guess who got to stay?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who got sent off?
Mm-hmm.
To go, you get shipped off and get sent over there, but we at the house,
Mm-hmm.
living in inside. God forbid, Patrice in inside of the house.
Yeah.
So why don't you, deep down, you don't even know why you don't like her. Now, of course you like your mama. Like the meme that I read to her yesterday was, black men don't like Kamla or don't want a woman in charge, but you call your mama for everything.
Nobody want her in charge just because they don't want her in charge.
No, and again, like I said,
They don't want my charges and not ready to take.
And again, but that's
Direction from the
because,
woman.
No.
but that's because, again, like I said, y'all were not taught in real life. Y'all were not taught that a woman could be in charge.
No. I believe a woman can run the country.
Just not that
But an
woman.
idiot can't run the country.
But not just not that woman.
What if she ever done for black people that you can name?
I'm asking. No, I'm
No,
saying.
I'm saying,
Just
yeah,
that, so
listen.
you're not saying a woman can't run
No,
it. You
a
saying
woman-
this particular woman. Okay.
A woman is wisdom.
Yeah.
So just like a man is, how does the saying go? When you meet a woman, whatever you give her, she's supposed to be able to make twofold.
Correct.
She's supposed to double.
Yeah.
So that's wisdom. So I cannot expect. I see women every day do a lot. Single parents, hard workers. They leading in education right now. They're leading in the workforce right now with high-paying jobs, high-value jobs. So yeah, I know a woman can run the country. But if you look at it from a political standpoint, world geographical standpoint, you have countries that ain't gonna respect it. So that's gonna cause
It's
problems.
definitely.
So you want somebody that's gonna run your country that the world is gonna respect. You can't be the number one power on earth. And
But she's
everybody
not.
don't
But what I'm
respect you or
saying, not
feel you.
even. But even
Now, you gotta-
even if you in what boardroom,
Yeah,
white
but you
men are
got-
not going to respect
You
a
can
black
make
woman
that argument
ever.
for other
It's hard.
women. That's
You
the
can.
wrong woman to make that argument for.
But it's hard for me to. But when you have somebody that's been in every branch of the government, I mean, she's extremely smart. She's extremely talented. She has. I mean, what else
What has
do
she
you?
done besides
No,
like
I'm
black
saying.
people?
No, I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about
That's
what
what
she's
she made
done
her
for
name
black.
on, like black and brown people up in
No,
California.
but she was a prosecutor.
Name, okay, but name something. Okay, she been.
No, I'm
up-
not saying that.
Wait,
We're
wait,
not talking about she's not getting elected on just what she's done
But-
for
yeah,
black,
but
because
you
she's
have
not
to
going to preside over just black
Okay,
people.
but you have to say politically then.
No,
politically.
so what I'm
She
saying
pandered
is
for the black vote.
no.
though.
What I'm saying
She got
is
Glorilla up there rapping that. She got.
Yeah.
She pandered for the
yeah,
black vote.
and
like
that,
all
but that's what
Democrats
but that's
do.
the same. That's just like Donald Trump going to get Waka Flocka and Kodak Black.
Actually,
You trying
they
to get the
probably
black
would-
vote?
Yeah, they gonna go get money.
They
But
trying.
y'all-
That's what I'm
hey,
saying.
but y'all
You
gotta
try-
realize
they
that
trying to
he's
go get the
fir-
black.
But you gotta understand, he's the first president to ever do that because he's a celebrity.
He was
Well,
doing that before he was
because
president.
That's what I'm
right,
saying. So he
and
know
but
what-
he
he
but
know
he's
the
used to
tracks.
being
Yeah.
a celebrity.
I hate
That's what he's
politics.
good. That's
Yeah,
what he's
suck
good
that.
at. What
I
I'm
hate-
saying is,
I hate
it has.
politics. Suck that.
Why are we holding her to such a high?
Because she been in that position for 4 years and didn't do nothing for nobody.
Who's she gonna do it? What's the
The vice
tell me,
president?
what's the vice president able to do?
Okay.
You tell me.
Because everything
Because
got to
that's
get
what I
passed.
mean.
Wait.
Everything got to get passed.
Okay, you know that they put her over the border patrol. Every vice president in the United States is over border patrol. Border patrol was at its worst for the last 4 years in the United States.
Okay.
Am I lying?
Now you don't.
Okay, so if the only thing they gave her control over is worse than ever.
Then that's what we gonna hold her to.
Okay, now if you gonna pander for the black vote, you need
What
to
I'm
be
saying
wait.
is-
Like,
okay.
you got a lot of women out here. I like the woman mayor, the black mayor in DC.
Mm-hmm.
I like the black mayor in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of women that
They
have more standing
They didn't run,
politically. No, because
They
they
didn't
weren't.
run.
The reason they didn't run because they weren't picked when Biden picked his candidate to run
Correct.
vice president.
What
But
he gonna pick tomorrow?
As
she's
far as
never stood
qualifications,
out for black people anyway. Any black person in politics should have some type of credentials of standing on the front line for black people. She has none.
Well, I'm gonna just be honest. I don't like politics, and I don't know all that she did, but I just know that y'all Negroes cannot be in trouble if y'all didn't get in trouble.
Oh, that's true.
Because
It's not
my
like she
thing
picked a black person off the street and said,
I'm
"I'm
not
gonna
gonna
lock
knock her
him
for what
up."
she did to build her career. Like,
Nah, you
she's
can't.
a very intelligent woman.
Absolutely,
Very.
Smarter
she is.
than
And y'all
you.
can't take
And the
it away
fact
from
that, and you
her.
can't take that away. But what I'm
every
saying is,
job
but
does
nobody
not mean
has.
you can have it.
No, but nobody went to
Well,
Hillary
I
Rodham
feel
Clinton
like
and
since
said,
he is the president now, every felon should qualify for every job they want.
That's true.
now,
I agree.
but why didn't people? That's what I'm saying. You need two.
It's good
We
for
need
you.
two.
Yeah,
Like we
right.
said, as a black woman, we got to have twice as much to get half of what they. Why nobody asked Hillary Clinton what she did for the white women?
I think once you marry white, you disconnect yourself from the black community. Especially, I'm gonna tell you what. If a black female marries a white male, that white male runs that house. Am I lying? You looking for the man to lead, right?
I know you're
In
looking
any
all
relationship,
around, but I'm
in
saying
any
my
relationship,
homeboy is married to
whether
a
it's
white woman, and in certain conversations you can't
It
have
ain't even
because
about that. With any relationship, any woman looking for a man, she's looking for a man to lead.
Correct.
So if you marry a white male and he's leading that house from a Jewish
A lot.
standpoint,
Some don't. but
from
yeah.
any standpoint, you're gonna follow his lead, you're gonna follow his direction if he's a man. And I don't think she will put him on the scene as her husband, as he is. He's a Jewish man.
I personally
he's a-
think she married a white man because black men wouldn't have been able to deal with her success.
I think she just wasn't in the arena of dealing with black men.
I
She
mean,
wasn't looking for a white
I
man.
don't think that. I don't
I
think.
think
And
you
I
know-
don't think
No,
she was-
the black man didn't approach her.
That's correct.
The black man didn't pursue her because he was intimidated by her.
He was
He was
Hey,
intimidated.
Kamala Harris don't like black people.
Okay.
Well,
Don't sit there and get it twisted. Lady didn't say she was black, but she got her Senate seat.
Yeah.
She didn't become black until she got elected.
But she went to Howard University.
What that
She's like,
mean?
AKA.
It's white people that go to Howard.
I need another joint. And she had AKA.
White people that go to
Pierre.
Morehouse.
You had
Pierre.
me. I was going with you.
You
We
don't
was
have to
rolling
be
it. You almost had me
Listen,
convinced.
Most
So you
okay,
said
first of all, since you want to talk about she went to HBCUs, most of these HBCUs are named after white people, were started by white people, funded by white people. So, but just because you go to HBCU doesn't mean that you stand up for black people.
Okay.
Just because that doesn't give you any credentials besides you got an education at a black college.
Okay.
Other than that, what did she do? Was she leading in anything in school? They don't talk about what she did in any programs in school and any foundations. None of that. No, it ain't hard on you. No, it's the reality. What is
No,
Trump done?
and that's what I'm asking. But see,
I
all
can-
these
I
questions
can show you 3 things Trump done in his 4 years of presidency that 20 years of Democrats didn't do.
What?
One, he released more inmates, more black men and brown men out of prison with the Second Chance Act than any sitting president. He also, I forget what it's called. I mean, he's a criminal. He broke the law.
whatever the reason it was.
At the end of the day, everybody in this country needs to learn how to manipulate the system. He's not doing anything wrong. He's not doing anything wrong. He's teaching, and that's the difference. The other presidents, every president you ever voted for was racist, first of all. So don't just blame Trump for being racist, because you've never had a president that was white.
The only thing that I can get jiggy with Trump is Trump tell you who he is.
Right. I'd rather see the snake
I'd rather
coming.
see the snake
I
coming.
agree. I
Now
agree with
that I
that.
agree with.
And
What I'm saying is,
Kamala
I
got
need
nice
to go
in the
back.
back.
I just need to go back to what you said. Maybe all those things are correct
Can we not?
when it comes to Kamala.
She gonna bite
What
you
I'm
in the back,
saying
too.
is, why is it that these
Well,
are
he better
not the
kill us.
questions that you ask
a
Hillary Clinton?
white candidate.
Well,
Why we
Hillary
don't
Clinton-
ask what she did?
Hillary
Why don't-
Clinton, that's why she didn't win. She would have been president if she wouldn't have fucked up in Benghazi, and she would have took that shit home on her computer. She would have won. She was a shoe-in to win.
I don't think
She
so.
fucked herself over.
They was
See,
never.
I
They was never
disagree.
going to
And I disagree.
No,
They just-
Only
but
person
the
you
only
vote.
reason why she was gonna win, all these white women on earth in America was gonna vote for her.
Yeah,
that
I
was
know.
what was gonna push her over. But when she fucked up and got the Democrats mad at her and the
But she ain't
Republicans
done
mad
nothing.
at her,
She ain't done nothing more illegal than this. This the same. Can I curse? Is this
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
This motherfucker's the same motherfucker that's got 34 felonies.
I'm gonna get a shirt
This
with that.
motherfucker
God.
got
Hey,
34
listen,
felonies.
listen.
He's being indicted right now.
I got 7 felonies.
Listen, I
I'm
don't.
so glad somebody done won and beat the government.
34 felony.
He beat them. He beat the
And
system.
guess what he about to do? Because he's getting, they get ready to say, once he get in,
He gonna release P. Diddy.
he go.
He better not
Right. He gonna go to jail for real bad.
God damn.
Well, he gonna make sure that he gets cleared of his charges. Do you see what I'm
They
saying?
just dropped it. They put it in right now to drop all his charges. And expunge
Of course.
And expunge his
But
record.
because the Supreme Court ruled that a sitting president has immunity.
There's a city.
Yeah.
Buddy.
So did y'all think he was gonna lose anyway?
I didn't think he was going to win. He didn't have no competition.
I knew he was gonna win. So
He didn't
The
have-
Democrats set up for failure anyway.
Okay, can we?
That was the
They
problem.
did. Okay, you remember when they first realized Joe Biden wasn't going to run and they was all on CNN?
I'm ready to get back
you
to the
had
clean.
black,
Yeah, can we
you
get
had
back to
black
something
people
else?
that was in politics. They would ask him directly, are you going to support Kamala? Oh, and no, we got to go ahead and go through this process.
Politics.
Nobody would outwardly
Religion.
But you
support
couldn't.
him.
But you couldn't. They could not
very
put her
important.
as a candidate.
They didn't
She
want
had to, but they didn't have a
Personally
choice though,
believe
Right.
because you,
Oh, yeah.
you couldn't give a reason as to why she's the vice president. She's a Democrat and she's not a
So you
candidate.
said
You
somebody
can't
was
make that
Muslim?
make sense.
And they needed that black
And they
It's
needed
funny
that.
that you
They
said
needed
that.
that. Now I disagree with a lot of
one
stuff.
those people that ever say,
What I'm saying
Yes,
is,
I've been
I
through
just don't like
it.
the
I've
fact
been
that she
there.
gets held to a higher standard than
She gets
anybody
held to
else.
any other standard
No,
of a
that
politician.
is incorrect.
No, black people look at it like, oh well, it's a
Yeah.
woman,
It
and a
was
lot of
different.
women. I
It was
want to
very
say black people, white women, all
Right.
it's a woman. No, it's not because she's a woman. It's because she's unqualified. When you really look at what she brings to the table.
So,
At the end of the day, she's unqualified. She was unqualified as a vice president. She was the quietest vice president ever. You didn't even know she was in office.
She was quieter than Biden.
How many times you seen her talking about anything?
I mean, I can't
Well,
recall.
Biden was slow. Biden was.
That's what I'm like. So
Biden
how
was
you know?
calm.
let's not talk. He is sick, guys. He's sick.
Biden was the worst piece of legislation in the history
He's-
of the United
he's
States.
sick, guys.
Clean crime bill. Fuck
Can we
Biden.
please move on to
Yeah, we
back,
go back
to the
to religion.
podcast?
Okay.
Sorry about
Sorry.
that. Sorry about that.
So we-
Before we stop the tape,
Okay.
she was gonna
What?
mention about how she was clingy. That part.
Well,
we go back.
Clingy is, I think, I'm very clingy.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm kind of clingy to, it bothers people because I'm a very touchy-feely, clingy person. And, you have to make sure you find somebody who's okay with that. David is the opposite of that. But he's so far to the left, like we say left wing and right wing. Like I'm super clingy, he's super not. So we had to meet in the middle. Like I had to be less clingy, he had to be more clingy.
Shit, she ain't no
You
less.
know
clingy.
what? I told them that equally yoked
Yeah.
don't work. I got an auntie and an uncle, been married almost 50 years. My auntie's from Chicago, my uncle's from deep South Tennessee, dropped out of school 5th grade in the military, he's country.
Right.
My auntie Fast City.
Yeah.
And messed with some of the big time drug dealers, all of this. So, but they're two total opposites.
Correct.
But they found a way to make it work.
We're complete opposites on a lot of things, but because, like I said, I could be like I don't have as long as I'm sitting next to him, touching him, I'm good. Like as long as I'm able to know that he's right there, like I could spend every single day sitting up under him. Like I don't have to give a shit what the hell's going on. It could be sunny outside, it could be snow outside. Either way, I would rather sit up under him. He wants to get out. He wants to get outside. He wants to be outside. That's just his personality. But the compromise is, okay, you give me 3 days, 4 days inside, you get them other 3 to go outside. You see what I'm saying? So we just have to make it where we're compromised. Like, I would be mad if he was going out. And she would be like, why are you mad? We just went out last night. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you mad that he knowing we just did that? We just went out last night. And I'm like, oh yeah, we did, didn't we? So why am I mad? Because I'm home and I want him to be home. But I have to it's all about, like you said, it's all about compromise. So whereas he's nowhere near as clingy as I am, he allows me to be clingy. And then I have to ease back a little bit. I'm clingy with them. Like, I'd be like, well, I ain't seen y'all all week. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just, that's just my personality. That's just who I am. Like, if I'm in with you, if I fuck with you, I don't know how to fuck with you. Hey, I fuck with you 100%.
What about you, Mr. Tree?
What about me? Ask your question.
Ask my question. That was a question.
What you mean? It's a lot about
Okay,
me.
well, see, like I said, I want to talk to you a little bit because we already know she done found love. No, you stay right here.
I'm going to give me a drink.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, get you a red cup like we always do. I just want to know, like, you say you don't know what the issue is. Why you can't?
Well, she
Wait, are
said
you
she
looking
did.
for a man? Yes or no? I'm gonna tell you
I
what.
don't know what looking means. Do I want someone
good-
to
good
find
answer.
me
Good answer. Good answer.
and us, go that far? Yes.
Man, she want that future. I'm looking for a flashlight.
So,
Because I had this conversation with her when y'all did the show.
Okay.
And I was saying, like, all of us do shit out of order. I don't know what everybody's denomination of church is, Christian, Muslim, whatever, but we all do shit out of order. And sometimes when we out looking for shit, we gonna always get the wrong shit. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I was asking, like, one of the things that you had said and y'all had talked about was date them all.
date them out.
I think that's the most
Date them out.
wrong process you could possibly
Shit.
try, especially at the age that we are.
So you heard my answer though, right? My
Okay, I'm gonna let
issue.
you get your answer.
My issue is, and she's the one that's like, you gotta date them all because I'm not good at dating.
Horrible.
Yeah, I am.
She go with everybody.
So like if
Huh?
She go with everybody. If y'all dating, y'all go to. She go with you. Honey,
no, I just put all of my. I just
She
put,
go all
I,
in.
I
She
put all my eggs in one basket.
Don't do it.
That's
Right,
terrible.
But my thought process is, how am I gonna get to really know you if I'm dating you and him and him?
Look, 'cause
So how I combated that was, if you put all your eggs in this little basket over here, then you missing out on the signs of your dating because you want to know if he's into you. If you putting all your eggs in that one basket, you're not gonna know if he's into you because he's dating. Guess what? His eggs ain't in your basket, honey. All his eggs not in your basket.
not necessarily.
Shit.
I think trying to date,
Ty.
I think dating.
Ty, all his eggs not in your basket. So why you putting all your eggs in his?
I know I'm just not good at
Now,
dating.
you know you
Well,
come
you
on,
know
keep
what,
it a
though,
whole
son?
100.
All right, so I was watching this thing. I sent it to P. I don't know if you watched it. So the girl asked the question. She say, "What's the difference between a girlfriend and a wife?"
I seen that
Oh, I
shit.
saw that shit too.
You know what I mean?
I saw
Even
that
though
shit
dude
too.
reply, I don't care about dude reply, but kind of what she said was real too, because it's like that does happen. Like what she said, put her eggs in all baskets.
She go all in.
You going all
She
in.
go all
so
in.
At that point, he like, what is it more to look for? You know what I
Right.
mean?
But at what point do you go all in? 3 months, 6 months. What did he do special for you to go all in?
I mean, all in to me just means that's the person that I'm dating. That's the one that I'm spending time with, going out with, getting to know.
I mean, that's how it should be.
So, I don't know.
If
and
you've never done it that way, like me, when I met David, I was dating a mom, honey. So why not?
but
Shit. How many
bullshit.
How many was I dating?
But when you
'Cause
met,
when I met David,
it was
done.
a wrap.
It
So
was done.
hush.
It was done.
And you put all your eggs. You put all your
I
eggs in
put all
one
my eggs in
basket.
that basket.
So
But
it's
prior to,
I mean,
Okay, but
there has to be something
And that's
for
the
me
question.
to feel like
this time when
it's time
What
to
did
pull.
he do to make you say, okay, well, I'm dating them all?
It's
You
no,
an option.
no.
Ain't no more options.
It's
just you.
it's a woman's intuition. We know. We just have to listen to it. We know when a motherfucker not good for us, and we see them red signs.
every time.
And guess what we say? My young me used to be like, "Oh, he'll change for me."
He'll change.
Now I don't expect a motherfucker to change.
Because once
for
you
me.
show, that's why I said. That's
You
why
are
I said
who you
date
are,
them
and I'm
all.
not trying to change you.
That's why I said date them all. Because at this point in life, I didn't say fuck them all. That's not what I said.
No, I'm just saying,
I
like,
said
what you
date
just
them
said is
all.
real, though.
Because at the end of the day, if you dating 2 or 3 of them, this dude calling, you not. So if this dude you waiting on, it's 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them, and we don't call nobody by their name.
And you're gonna eliminate.
You can eliminate all of them.
She said,
But-
"Don't call
We
nobody."
don't call nobody by
And-
their name.
and-
Everybody got nicknames.
See, like I said,
Everybody got nicknames.
you're an anomaly. So, and dating them all, you was able to find that one. But a lot of times when you date them all, you're going to pick from this person, this person, this person. You're going to find their good traits.
Right.
And you're going to say, okay, well, I really can't date him or get serious about him, but he got this. can't get serious about this dude because he got this. He do these. All three. Say you got 3 dudes. All 3 of them serve different purposes as far as your emotions, feelings, plans, conversation, all that. But when you actually do meet one man, you gonna put. He might not have everything, but he's a good man. You'll pass up on him because now you looking for all what this dude had.
No. As long as that person is giving me my 80.
Yeah, incorrect. Because you looking for that 80 in all 3 of them. Yeah. And that's what you can do. And the reason why you can do that is because if you dating him and all your eggs in one basket, you're gonna let a whole bunch of shit slide because all your eggs in this one basket. If you got 2 over here, if this motherfucker don't call, guess what? You ain't worried about him. We gonna move him to the left. Next. Next. But guess what you would do? If you got all your eggs in this bed, we're gonna be sitting around looking at this phone like, damn, this motherfucker still ain't calling.
And this is why a lot of older men are chasing younger women.
Hey, say, call it what you want to.
Because y'all done got to the point where y'all like, shit, I'm tired of doing this the right way. I'm gonna do it the wrong way.
You think that's the wrong?
Now, like I said, you're an anomaly. You did it the wrong way and got a good result.
At the end of the day, before I had dated a lot.
I'm sorry.
Dating everybody.
I'm sorry.
They multiple people at the same time is the wrong way.
What? No, I'm sorry.
Multiple people. So y'all been doing it wrong.
I'm sorry. The reason why older men are going to younger women is because stop playing. I ain't even gotta say it. Stop playing.
That's not true.
No, they raising them.
Yeah,
that's not true.
What I'm saying.
They grooming them to do exactly what they want them to do.
Okay. That's a good thing. I should be able to groom my woman if she's 40 or 50.
Nah.
You want me to come in?
We can't groom you.
You don't want. You don't want.
You are set in your ways.
That's not true.
Shit.
Why come you? Okay, I'm gonna put it this way.
You sound like you don't want to challenge.
Wait, I don't want to challenge. Anytime my woman should not be my challenge.
So why the hell are you picking? Why?
My woman should be my peace,
and
not
you
my
should be.
challenge.
You're correct, and you should be at peace before you get that woman too.
Right. So
and all the pieces come together.
But if I gotta come, like you said, I don't want to challenge. So you implying that the woman's going to be the challenge.
No,
I'm talking about you don't want anyone to challenge you and your authority and question you, or it's like, yes, sir.
Prime example.
These old men get with these young girls, and these young girls fall for these old men because they have daddy.
They looking for daddy.
They looking for daddy. So y'all can't really play with a grown woman like this.
You say that because I just said that the other day.
Absolutely. He knows it's true. That's why he's looking at me like that.
It's women that's 40 years old still looking for a daddy.
Now that's correct. And
That's 40 years old hollering in their soft girl area like.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
There's women that's in their 40s and 50s hollering they're in their soft girl
area. I want to be in my soft girl area.
Be in your soft girl area. That's
No.
bad.
When? No. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I know what it means. That shit bad. A 40-year-old woman. Wait. You
what's your soft?
Hold on. Do you know what a soft girl area is?
Wait a minute. Hold on. He's gonna explain. Wait a minute. Hold on, please. Because I want to hear this.
I'm not going to explain what the soft girl area is because this is what I'm saying. At 40 and 50, there is no soft girl. You should already be in your soft girl area. It shouldn't take a man to come into your life for you to be what God made you to be anyway. You're always supposed to be in your soft girl area. That's feminine energy. Anytime that you're out of feminine energy and you say, I need this to be this, that's wrong. That's not the way God made you. You chose to be something different.
Well, y'all explain to him what soft girl area is, and then maybe he'll probably have another.
Y'all gonna give me another definition. She gave me one last time. Okay. And I didn't like that one either.
Soft girl is me not having to worry about anything. Me not having to do all of this on my own anymore.
That's being
I have a partner. No, baby. Me right now is being an adult taking care of myself. The difference is I don't have to do it by myself.
That doesn't make you a soft girl. That makes you a partner.
No. You call it tomato. Call it what you want it. Call it what you want.
You want to make it fit what you want it to mean. I won't tell you what it exactly
No, but you're making it fit to what you want it to mean.
If you're my partner, then you shouldn't have to do everything on your own, vice versa.
But if I'm not used to it, but if I'm not used to that, and I'm used to doing everything by myself, that man is supposed to make it easy for me, and I'm supposed to make it easy for him too, because I'm your helpmate, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's being in myself. exactly what it says.
What does it say?
Help mate.
Okay.
I'm supposed to help you.